What's going on, everybody? I'm Josh Morris. Welcome to the Everything Paranormal Show, and I will be your special guest tonight. Just me. But the good news is, coming up on the next few episodes, we've got some very special guests lined up. So I'm excited for some upcoming shows. So if you're just tuning in tonight and you see me, don't be disappointed. Maybe it'll be a fun show. Stick around. So hopefully you guys are going to be piling in here. I hope I get to see some of my regulars tonight. That'd be great to all file in. But in the meantime, I think we'll just keep rambling along because that's what I do best, guys. You know that. So the plan was I had a couple guests tonight lined up, and unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts and last minute requests, uh, we had to kind of postpone that. But the good news is, like I said, we've got some really good guests lined up in the next couple of weeks uh, for the next couple of shows, and I'm working on a few other guests, so I'm pretty excited. Um, so what do we got going on in the world of paranormal news? Well, in the world of paranormal, probably not a whole lot. This time of year, I've seen a variety. I have actually seen some people posting that because of the beer bug, uh, there's some people saying, hey, don't be out doing investigations, do your part and stay home. And then you got the other side of the conflict saying, I don't care. I'm going to go out and go to abandoned buildings because there's no beer bug in the abandoned buildings. And so I guess my biggest thing is just use discretion, right? If you want to protect people and you don't want to infect people, uh, if maybe you can hold off on investigating people's homes. I don't know. That's kind of something you guys will have to kind of figure out for yourself. But hey, Bob's popped in the chat. Am I a regular? Sometimes I get irregular. So, yes, Bob, you are a regular here, and you are regularly welcome anytime. So, yes, and you are irregular. And even though you may be talking about something else, I am talking about you. You are irregular, but that's okay. We like irregular. That's what this community we're irregular people for the most part. If you think about it, I hope my mic isn't super loud. I've got it kind of aimed directly at me here. I rearranged my studio recently, so I've got like a new area because my son got a gaming laptop, so I kind of took over his old computer desk down here, and in my studio is pretty cold, so we don't really want him down here playing too much, anyways. But now I have a place that I can have guests actually come in and sit in the studio or stand, or I can go do some standing stuff. I don't know. We'll think about some things we can do in the future. So that's always cool. So what about you guys out there? You guys doing pretty good tonight? Hopefully you brought some interaction with you if you are watching this on replay. So hey there, new subscriber, pissed off Patriot Mom. I wonder what you're pissed off about. So on here we try to stay relatively neutral. I hear this is a pretty good show to watch. I hear that too. That's what they say. So I appreciate you popping in here and being a pissed off patriot. I feel the same way. So believe me. So what else, guys? Anything else going on tonight? This is gonna be probably another one of those boring shows, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna admit to you, like I really didn't have much going on. I think in all honesty, I'm kind of cute. Well, I am married, thank you. And I'm wondering where my wife is because she normally pops in the chat here. but but no, the what was I gonna say? See, now I'm all losing my train of thought now. Thanks. All right, but no, seriously, Don't even know what to say. I don't even know. We'll just ramble on like we do. Dead air. No, guys. Seriously, let's take a minute to talk about Paranormal Underground magazine for a second. I really, if you guys out there, if you're new to this broadcast, I'm telling you, go to Paranormal Underground magazine. Uh, do I have the little thing here? Hold on a second. Where is it? I thought it had the little deal there. Where is it? Right, here we go. So yeah. So Paranormal Underground at live.com. So uh, check that out and message them or email them. Tell them Josh sent you. Go get that. Uh, go get the copies of Paranormal Underground magazine. I'm telling you, they're highly illustrated. They have great articles in there. Um, hey, Al from SRS Paranormal popped in. Long time no see, buddy. Good job. They said Discovery Plus subscriptions. Lots of pissed off paranormal fans. All right. So, but yes, Al, it's good to see you, buddy. Well, we got you joined a great show tonight because it's just a show where I'm just rambling on and you know just talking with nothing. I've got nothing tonight, but I wanted to get on. I didn't want to just not do a show. You guys know me. Some of our shows with no topic actually turns into good shows. Who knows? I don't know. This could just be a sucky show. But I guess if we get more people in here and you guys want to talk about certain things, I do have some good topics lined up that we're going to be talking about. Like I said, I've got a couple good guests, couple returning guests for sure, and possibly some new future guests that I'm looking at. I'm talking with. So it all just depends on. Like I said, I've got a couple of people that want to come back on. We're gonna be talking about some pretty cool topics. Um, One topic for sure is brand new. Like we haven't not really discussed it. I talk a little bit about it in my book, but we didn't never really talk about it too much on the show yet. And Bob says, I heard they have some fairly good writers at Paranormal Underground magazine. I don't know. I don't think I've heard that. I don't think I've heard that. I think they probably could up their game with the authors, the writers, in the articles. They probably could up their game. Of course, they got good writers. Bob, you're one of them. I'm just teasing you. So yes, folks. Bob Fountain in our chat is one of the contributors to Paranormal Underground magazine. He writes some amazing articles, so go check him out for sure. Uh, but yes, folks. And so right now, I'm glad you guys said hi. We got Pissed Off Patriot. Shout out to you and Al James from SRS Paranormal. Those guys again, the SRS Paranormal, great group of guys are from my neck of the woods. So we're all kind of local investigators here together. So it's good to see Al popping in there. In fact, me and Al did a video together. So go check that out in my video archives last year. That was interesting. We came across a spirit, did some good communication through the dowsing rods. One thing I do want to talk about a little bit is about ghost hunting. And I guess, when I do the show, I always like to approach it as if, I'm trying to at least pass on some information to whoever's watching. I always feel like, somebody might watch this to try to gain something other than the entertainment value of you guys picking on me or whatever. But I do try to pass on some education, some experience that I've had over the years, and try to help out anybody that may be watching this saying, that's a good piece of advice, or hey, I never thought about that, or maybe that particular thing is something that I should start doing. So in the world of ghost hunting, um, you know, I always tell people it just depends on what you want to accomplish also. So when choosing a place to go to, decide for yourself, like, what is your goals, like what are you trying to achieve? Because if you're, like, for example, if you're just going to go and have fun and you just got like this abandoned building and there's some like ghost stories about it, and you get permission to be in there, and you go in there, you don't always have to just pick whatever. So Noble Victory, I follow all you guys and a few more. Love it. Well, we love you. So again, my wife, who's normally on here, Vixen or Terry Lynn, we love all you guys that show up to our shows. You guys have really become family. Most of you, some of you, are distant relatives. um, but no, thank you very much. Tell me about it. I'm in Colorado. So yeah, so yes, but yeah, I know. Like right now, honestly, politics is very, very divided. This, I mean, honestly, like, and I'm not trying to get political, but obviously, this country is very torn right now, and there's not a lot in the middle, And then there's, but today, right now, for this little bit of time, I'm trying not to think about it too much. But pissed off Patriot Mom, that's a great name. so, um, so yes, back to what we're talking about. But so when you go to decide like where you want to investigate, uh, just kind of decide what you want to accomplish, and kind of who is your audience. Like, what are you trying to do? Because, for example, if you pick an abandoned building and you just want to go have fun, you don't have to take like tons of equipment. You don't have to like make it scientific. Now, if that's something that you enjoy doing, by all means, go do that. But if it's just that you want to go and explore and have some fun, just bring you some basic stuff, audio, video, and maybe a few, like a spirit box, you know, dowsing rods, or I said audio recorders, do some EVP sessions. And I know that it seems like EVPs are sometimes a little outdated. I think we still look for them, but you don't see a lot of people doing EVP sessions much. Everybody wants to go to a spirit box now, because spirit box, I mean, think about it. You got the and you actually hear a response potentially. Now, I'm not going to say you do, but so it's kind of an instant gratification when you have that ITC device. But however, don't forget your good old fashioned recorder. In fact, where's mine? So, like, even just your good old fashioned Zoom, like, recorder. It doesn't even necessarily have to be the Zoom or anything like that. You can see it's got the two microphones, the unidirectional mics, right? Or the multi-directional mics. And it's got a boost on there. Anyways. But guys, don't forget, when you're doing your investigations, do some audio recording. Do some old fashioned. I know it's old fashioned now. Do some old fashioned, EVP sessions. Guys, that has always been one of the top, return on investment, so to speak. I mean, that's really been some of the best evidence that I've gotten from many locations is EVPs. Now, like I said, you can pick up some EVPs on your camera and things like that, but just, guys, start doing some old fashioned EVP sessions again. Don't put all your faith in the old ITC there. Now, Noble Victory says that paranormal investigations people are the most trending and sought out. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. I hope. Oh, hey, Anika's family. Anika's family, what's up? I'm glad to see them popped in. They almost squeaked. I almost missed them on the chat there. Excuse me, guys. I've been having like a dry throat recently, so don't worry, it's not the Rona. So it's just a dry throat. But okay, so let's see. Noble Victory said necrophonic. Again, I think it's necrophonic app, Afterlight, some of these different apps, they are fun, but I have a hard time trusting them because there is a competition, right? There's a competition among these devices. They want to be one of the best. They want to be the used ones. So I don't know if in some of their coding that, I just don't know. I don't know what the full actual legitimacy is of. So I'm a little skeptical on the apps. And the S box, I'm a little hesitant with the S box because again, the S box tends to hang up when it does. There's part of that technology that they say is, and it hangs up when it hits a spike. So to me, that kind of defeats the purpose. But Novo Victory said, I'm in love with the SLS camera. I think the SLS camera was definitely a big trend. I'm seeing less and less people use it, but at the same time, I'm still seeing it out there. So it's still used. In fact, I've got mine right here. Well, I'm just going to fall over now that I'm playing with my toys in here. But yeah, SLS camera is fun. I enjoy it. I did notice using it. It does tend to map. It's always trying to map a human being. So you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt. But at the same time, I think it's cool. Especially, okay, let me clarify this. I think on SLS cameras and any controversial device, it's always best to try to get confirmation, right? And especially through validation, right? So when you're looking through that SLS and you do get a stick figure, so let's say you get your Connect Ghost. Well, if you can, you try to get it to wave or try to get it to move body parts or do certain functions. But don't try to cheat. Like, don't try to say, hey, can you dance for us? Okay. I don't like when I've seen a few investigators do stuff like that. Like, hey, can you dance for? Or, oh, look, it's dancing. It's a very common thing. I think it's something to do with the SLS and how it's mapping, and especially when it's sometimes kind of dark and, and so it's kind of cheating. So guys, don't just be like, oh, and hey, Terry Lynn. So Terry Lynn's my wife. She's in chat. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad to see you popping in there. Let's see, Necrophonic. I'm trying to catch up on the comments, guys, a little bit. Honey, you didn't like my other name? So EVPs are absolutely amazing. Yes, definitely. And that's what I'm saying. That's some of my first, what I call hard evidence, is EVPs. When you control that environment, I've said this before. And when you control your environment and you do a recording and you get another voice that's not in the house or the room with you, then yeah, to me, that's pretty good proof, pretty good evidence. Like I said, when you use a spirit box, again, you're kind of scanning through these radio frequencies. You've got bits and pieces of DJs and songs, and I don't know. I mean, I get the theory of like when you hear a long, like a whole word over multiple frequencies. Like I get that, but again, like I don't mind. I think spirit boxes are kind of fun still. Bob says most of the good captures have been by leaving my recorders on during the whole investigation. The downside is that the review really sucks. So Bob makes a great point. And that's one of the things that when you do get a recorder, you want to get one that's going to record for a very long time, because most likely you're going to try when you go to an investigation, sometimes like putting one up on a mantle, on a table somewhere, in certain rooms. But yeah, trying to record the entire investigation, a lot of times you'll find that you will tend to capture something. And yes, listening to 4 or 5 hours straight of your investigation that you already lived through, and that you already probably was reviewing bits and pieces of other cameras and recording devices. So yeah, evidence review can get kind of tedious and repetitive. But if you stay focused through all of that, sometimes it can pay off. Sometimes it can pay off. But yes, and actually, I have found too that, and I've started doing this more lately, is so again, when I go back to like the Eaton House investigation, for example, the first one, when I was there, guys, if you watch that video, you see that light anomaly that I captured. And that actually happened as I was walking around just filming and just checking, making sure I didn't leave anything, turning off lights, whatever. So it was when I was wrapping up. So I decided to film while I'm wrapping up. The second time I went back there, when I did the 30 minutes uncut, I did the 30 minutes uncut. And then when I got done filming the 30 minutes, I went ahead and turned right around and started recording again, as I just kind of cleaned up the few little things, or, you know what I mean, just kind of turned off whatever, did that last little bit. And I captured an EVP in there, which I haven't posted yet. We haven't made that video. But I just wanted to say that, again, you can capture EVPs and things when you least expect it. And sometimes it's the times when you're not, like, what I call kind of like during your Hollywood moment, where you're live on camera, things like that. And again, you just never know with paranormal. It happens. So hey, the Shape popped in, says he's dropping in a couple minutes to support the stream. It's good to see you. So of course, I always like to shout out anybody that I know what all they do. Folks, the Shape, if you guys don't know anything about him, go check out his channel. The Shape, he does a lot of debunking. So if you guys want to see what some of these fakers are doing, go check out his channel. And he's funny too. He's pretty funny. I got to give him that. Kind of my sense of humor. He's probably around my age anyway. So, anyways, go check out his channel. And let's see what else we got. Let me back up here. Most of the good captions, yeah. So absolutely, it's good to invest in a really good model. You pretty much get what you pay for. Okay, so let me cover the models of recorders. And what I mean by that is, no, I'm not going to give you a specific one. So let me say this. There's some controversy on this. There's debate, because I do have people that say the older recordings capture more EVPs than the newer ones, because the newer ones have the filters, the sound compressor stuff. They do tend to capture really high quality audio, but there's no real white noise sometimes. Again, the H1Ns that I have are high quality. I did have like an old school type digital recorder that worked great. I used to capture, and in a way, whenever my wife, she had a more expensive model back in the day, and I had the cheaper one, and my cheaper one that's where we tend to get a lot of EVPs, was off my cheaper one. I mean, we would still get some off hers, don't get me wrong, but so it kind of makes you wonder if maybe some of the cheaper ones with more of the white noise and things like that actually do better with capturing EVPs. So my thing is, if you have a recorder and you seem to be picking up a lot of EVPs, stick with it. Who cares? You don't have to run out and spend $1,000 or $300 or whatever. Just try a basic one first. See how that works for you. And I think for me, one of the most important things for me is record time. If you get, one that records for 16 hours straight or whatever, then awesome. You have plenty of space. Let's see, what else do we got? Okay, so the shape said he's going to be 40. So okay, so I'm a little older, but that's okay. All right, so thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. That's no problem. I don't have that many viewers, but that's cool. Don't bother me. I like what you do. I think what you do is good work. So says there's only one person here watching. I see more, but I think that might just be, who knows. Not a lot of people watching me. It don't matter. It's weird because sometimes it'll tell me like that there's a lot more than some people will say that there was some, and sometimes it'll tell me like there's only one person watching, but then there'll be like 6 of you in the chat or 7 of you chatting, and who knows. I don't think it's just very accurate. It is splitting it. Oh man, you guys are really chatting tonight. That's awesome. Bob, going back here, I'm trying to scroll back. Bob says it gets a lot of interaction with the Boo Buddy. I personally don't have experience with the Boo Buddy, but we did cover that. Guys, go check out the Boo Buddy. Seriously. And I've seen some videos of it. It's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having one, but they're pretty pricey though. Pretty pricey. If there's only one person, that's crazy. Dropping in a couple minutes. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm way back. Okay, now I'm trying to catch up, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Awesome. Thank you. Not that far away. I feel like 30 anyhow. Right? Well, now that I'm fatter, like I gained a lot of weight, and like I've gained a lot of weight in this last year. Mostly probably because I just hate 2020. So I've gained a lot of weight. Now I feel old. Like I look even fatter. Like you go back on you can see how much fatter I got over this last year. So there you go. Year in review. Let's end with, we'll just do like that morphing technology where you'll see me start back in 2019, and then you'll see now 2021. You'll just see me balloon up. All right. Ted Vanson, how you doing? That's a new name I just saw. He said, sure. Appreciate it, Josh. Let's see, there's 5 here. Okay, now it's 5. Anything paranormal or Bigfoot-like, I will post. No boggy. Anything paranormal or Bigfoot-like, I will post. No boggy. Paranormal Bigfoot. We did have, you know what? Bigfoot. I would like to get another Bigfoot guy on the show. When I first started this show, it was like my second guest was it I know it was David was the first show, but was it another David? I can't remember, but the dude from Bigfoot Hunter, not the show, but the Facebook page. Anyways, that guy, he was a young guy, and I wouldn't say he was necessarily an expert, but he was passionate about Bigfoot, and he was down in the Florida area. So of course, the skunk ape. But it would be kind of cool to get another Bigfoot person on here. Wouldn't mind that. And the whole victory group hug. The thing with capturing EVPs. So Bob says the thing with capturing EVPs is that I'm just going to put it on the big screen. That way you guys can read it too. The thing with the capturing EVPs is that the entity is manipulating the digital recorder, so the sound quality doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, Bob. I don't know. I think sometimes the older ones that have more white noise, I think it just seems to be that's where you find more EVPs manipulating the white noise. That's just me. Again, my opinion. I don't know. I know that with my old little cheap one, it seemed like I used to capture quite a few of them with the H1Ns. I still hear them. Like I still, capture them, but I don't know. So let's see. The thing is, we got. Oh, the shape says at Terrell Morris. Thank you. I'm devoted to real paranormal investigators. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, well, real paranormal investigators. I would say that again. My wife and I, we've been doing paranormal stuff for over 25 years, off and on. I think the quest for it. Like, look, I'm just going to summarize by saying this: over 25 years all together, or even in all the times that we've been on it, like doing investigations or whatever. Most every time you go, you might get EVPs. You might see some things, some dark shadows, maybe. I think we captured a dark shadow one time, kind of blocking out some light, kind of moving back and forth, maybe on the camera during one of the investigations. You just tend to kind of get a certain level of evidence. But yet there's this whole group of people out there on YouTube that seem to capture spectacular evidence every week. Every week. So anyways, in my opinion, yes, if you are a real investigator, you're probably not going to have anything super exciting. Now, I'm not trying to say that not everything out there is, but just putting that out there. Let's see what else do we got? Just turned 27 on Christmas Day. I'm in no hurry. Al says, now Al, also let me put this up here so you guys can see it. Al says everybody needs them a Panasonic DR60 recorder. Yes, laugh out loud. And he added the laugh out loud because he knows that is, I don't even know if you could call it really the holy grail of recorders, but it's definitely a highly sought after recorder. And if you want it, you're probably going to have to pay a nice, pretty penny for it. But again, I don't know. I mean, I have luck with other recorders, but yes, the Panasonic DR60 is amazing. Let's see. I know you've been a viewer for a while. Let's see, now 6 in the chat. Watch a lot of your videos. Stick to your integrity. Dogman encounters really freak me out. Yeah, Dogman. There you go. Get Charlie Raymond, Kentucky Bigfoot. Wait, Charlie Raymond, was that the Green Man? Was that Charlie Raymond? I can't remember. Oh, get Charlie Raymond, Kentucky Bigfoot research. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. Never mind, Al. I was thinking of something else. We had him last week. He's very interesting. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. The oldest recorder I have does capture more. See, that's what I'm saying. My brother and his buddies saw Bigfoot in the High Sierras in 1979. Incredible experience for those guys. I mean, yeah, I've heard some, hey, Urban Ghost Hunters, what's going on? Thanks, Shape, for sharing. So, Urban Ghost Hunters, good to see you. Thanks for joining the chat. And we're just in here talking about equipment, talking about investigations, sharing stories. It's a beautiful thing. So if you got anything you want to add in the comments, I mean, I'm just going off the comments, man. We got lots of content just from you guys talking tonight. Shit, this is the whole show. And this is what I liked. I like the fact that now, look, I'm going to tell you this. Well, whatever. I was going to say something else. Never mind. All right. So, hey there. Did you all plan it that way? Urban Ghost Hunters? Felt kind of bad saying that. Ugh. Oh. So now, but we did roll on with it. So yeah, you guys, Lab 15, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. So again, we're just in here talking about equipment, talking about different things. Now, again, one of the things that I really enjoy and just talking about equipment too is the good old dowsing rods. That's right, folks. I was never a big believer in dowsing rods. I personally, I really like them. I really enjoy using dowsing rods. Man, I never thought I would say that. I really, as a skeptical kind of person in a way, I'm always skeptical. Even though I've had experiences over the years, I've always tried to be a good investigator and still remain skeptical. Now, there's some people, there's a difference between cynical and skeptical. You can be skeptical, but if you're just cynical or something, or um, there was another word I think I was thinking of. But anyways, there's just some people you're just never going to convince. So nobody stepping away for a couple to blanket my horse. Hey, that's cool. I love horses. I think my wife and I know we both love horses. I wouldn't want to take care of them, but that's awesome that you have them. So, but dowsing rods, they're definitely cool. Also, I'm going to be getting a new piece of equipment for the field soon. I don't really want to, I guess I can't really bring it up. I don't have it with me now, but we're going to be having it soon. I'm going to be talking about it, so I don't want to truly give it away just yet. But there is something that we're going to be using out in the field. And no, it's not any kind of new capturing thing. It's just another tool to help you when you're out in the field. So we're going to be getting that. Also, guys, another tool that you guys should keep out in the field. You should keep your protection device. Make sure you keep that out in the field. That always helps. So nowadays, it's on me everywhere I go. All right, what else do we got? Dowsing rods don't work too well if you have Parkinson's. Well, I mean, no, because I can't even think of a good joke for that right now. I'm sorry, Bob. Then I'll probably get like a bunch of activists for Parkinson's probably tell me I'm picking on somebody. But yeah, I mean, what else? My father was saying, urban ghost hunters are home. So yeah. But guys, look, when I go to an investigation now, again, you have to decide, and I'm just going back to some of my original talk while you guys are chit-chatting. But oh yeah, especially here in Memphis, Josh. So remember that when you go on investigations, decide what you're going to do, take the appropriate equipment, and don't stress. And this is something that I actually brought up. Hey, Jerry27. Thanks for joining us. But this is something I brought up to a friend of mine who was in the chat earlier, and Skull Teacher. So one of the things I brought up to my friend earlier, I said, look, he's a fellow investigator, and we did an investigation together. And, he was so used to kind of that scientific business as usual approach where it was like, hey, let's do this, and this, so to speak. But in a way, it was kind of nice where I was able to say, hey, don't worry about it. Let's just kick back. Let's enjoy the ghost hunt. Sometimes we get so caught up in the scientific approach, trying to set up all this equipment and capture all the stuff. Like, what if this happens? What if this happens? I want to, sometimes, guys, it's just nice to go out with a camcorder, or your phone, whatever you're filming on, DSLR camera. And sometimes it's nice just to go out and film, have a pair of dowsing rods or a spirit box, just something basic, and just go out and have fun and enjoy searching for ghosts and not worrying about setting up a ton of equipment and dragging this out and dragging that out. Sometimes, guys, I just try to say, you know what, go and have some fun. Go enjoy yourselves when you go out and do these investigations. But also, guys, since there's a lot of you on the chat tonight, I appreciate y'all popping in there. So anything you guys want to talk about tonight, we are discussing different ghost hunting stuff, just advice. Again, I've been doing this for a long time, off and on over 25 years. Also, I did have a book out there. So for any of you that's interested, it's called My Paranormal A Guide to the Spirit Realms by me, and it's available on Amazon. And actually, it's on sale, I think, too. So, but anyways, I did release it like last year, but I still like to shamelessly plug myself at least once every show. Um, you got to nowadays. Oh man, all kinds of chat. So lots of people popping in here. Morales, hey, what's going on? I did say hi to Skull Teacher, right? Yeah, you popped in. Lab 15. What else we got? Jerry, the shape. All right, so let me look here. Figured out, Bob. Let's see. Let me go back here. Urban says a lot of times we like to plan an attack when going to investigate, such as location. We may focus more on audio than we do video and other equipment. And that's a good point. So, and to go on Urban Ghost Hunter's point is, again, it just depends on the investigation, guys. If you're taking on clients, remember that's a big responsibility. I try to tell people this all the time. Don't just take cases because you want to go and record them for your YouTube channel or whatever. When you take on a case, you make sure that you just take on the case and be there for your clients. If they're okay with you recording, cool. But if not, then you still need to take on that case, and you got to be responsible for it for however long. So right now we're still in the process of a residential case that we took on a long time ago, but we've had to take a big break from it. The clients were kind of not ready at the time, and then we had the holidays. But again, we don't just give up on it. But when you go into an investigation, depending on the circumstances, right? So like Urban Ghost Hunter is talking about, sometimes we go in and you may say, you know what, if it's residential, yeah, you're probably going to go and you're probably going to bring a bunch of your weapons, right? You're going to bring, a lot of your gear, because again, you're trying to get to the bottom of something. You almost have to try to figure it out. But again, if you're just going to have fun and explore a place and you're not too worried about trying to get to the bottom of things, then yeah, you can take sort of a minimal approach and just take video, audio, or just minimal combinations of both, whatever. So I just wanted to, point that out to you guys. So let's see. What do we got? Jerry27 said, just got the notice on Telegram. I guess Telegram seems to be pretty popular right now. Veronica's paranormal videos been on Nuke's top 5 chills. Yeah. Well, I was on. Wait, which one was I on? Chills. I was on Chills once. I was on Chills once with my Randonautica. And guys, I was one of the first paranormal investigators to do Randonautica, thanks to my wife. My wife, Terry Lynn in the chat, she's the one that she's the one that told me one day, she's like, this Randonautica stuff's trending. She's like, there's not really anybody out doing the ghost stuff much. So I'm like, let's go. And we went out and was doing like creepy intent, and so we were one of the first small group of investigators to go do it. So we ended up on Chill's top 5 when I had a nice little encounter, some creepy encounters. So it was pretty cool. And then I think like my other popular one was the Matrix one. We did the Randonautica Matrix. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. That is pretty cool because it really was pretty coincidental that we had almost identical cats. We literally the deja vu cat in the movie, we pretty much experienced that. It was really crazy. Some dead end streets with the cats. Oh, it was pretty cool. What else? We have Lab 15, Terrlin liked the sub. Thank you all. Thank you all for liking and subbing my YouTube channel. I appreciate that. For your newcomers, thank you so much. Guys, we meet here every Thursday at 9 p.m. to chat. I have guests on here quite a bit. And, I'm trying. Now, look, I'm just going to say this right here on the air. Guys, if you want to see the shape, come on my show. All right. I want to hit some likes down there. All right. Put some comments in the chat. Let's try to get Shape on the show, to come on here and talk about, debunking some channels. I think that would be good. So it'd be nice to get him on the show. I'm always trying to line up some good guests, but I've also got some more guests coming up every week. I try to have a guest. If I don't have a guest, again, we get in here and you guys are my guests and we talk, chat, and just kick back and have fun. We become a real small family. So guys, if you're new here, come back every Thursday night. Set that reminder. It's a regular show. I've been doing it for the last year or year plus now. What else do we got, guys? And I try to shout out to all y'all out here. And if you guys have YouTube channels or you do anything special, man, I try to shout out to everybody. But yes, Chills is cool. I definitely was happy to be on the show. It was pretty. I think we made number 6, by the way, out of the top 10. I think it was like a top 10 countdown Randonautica videos. So I think we made number 6. So that wasn't too bad. It was pretty cool. I don't remember 6. Was it 6, honey? I think 6 or 4, but I think it was 6. I was kind of like going, all right, I'm going to be on Chills. Am I going to be number 10? Like, I don't know. Like, it's cool to be on there, but you kind of want to be like more than just number 10. So I was happy I at least made it up. Shape said, okay. So he said we can do a debunk live. That's an idea. We could do that. It's possible, Shape. If anything, I'd love to just get you on and just talk about debunking and get to know a little bit about yourself, maybe with debunking things. And so, yeah, definitely. We can always look at doing that. That'd be awesome. Just, again, just hit me up. My email has been scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's my website. Oh, by the way, my website, guys, the everythingparanormalshow.com. I have to rebuild it. It's there, but it's not there. I screwed up. But anyways, my email is everything, not but everythingparanormalshow@gmail.com. So hit me up on your email so that way I have a way to communicate with you, Shape, and then we can coordinate that and get that going for you. So we'll definitely get you on a Thursday night. That would be awesome. And Bob says, I guess sometimes, especially if you want to get kicked off YouTube. So yes, Bob shows up on our show. He's been on many times. Great guy again. And he writes for Paranormal Underground magazine, which is the sponsor. If you new people do not have right here, Paranormal Underground magazine, go to the website, email them, contact them and said, hey, Josh from the Everything Paranormal Show sent me, and they will give you a year free. The Paranormal Underground magazine, they will give you a year free every month. And the thing is, you don't even have to use a credit card to sign up. They'll just start sending them to you. Every month on the 1st, you'll get I'm telling you, you're going to get a digital, like you'll get an email and you'll open it up. This thing is fully illustrated. It is literally it's a gorgeous magazine, and you can request copies if you want a physical copy. But there is amazing articles. Like I said, Bob Fountain writes in it regularly. We've got all kinds of great stuff. So if you guys love paranormal, hey, Paranormal Underground magazine. All right. Let's see. Sub. Thank you, Skull Teacher. Appreciate that. Heck, there you go, Shape. Yes, I think you were 6. Thank you so much. Jerry said, what did I just miss something? I dare you to put Shape on there. Yes, see, that's what we're talking about. Shape's gonna come on. He said he would, and he will talk. Now, he's got to wear his mask, of course. We don't want to, we probably want him to keep his mask on, don't we, folks? Come on. It says, congratulations on being on Chills. Thank you. Yeah, it was really cool. Like when I got the email, I will say, I don't know why. I mean, like Chills is just like a dude, like anybody else. And he has a great thing going. And it's just so weird how we judge that by the amount of subs. But anyways, But it is cool. Like it was neat that they reached out to me and said, hey, we saw one of your videos. And I never know. And the funny thing is like nobody submitted the video. Like they just were trying to find Randonautica videos. And it was, I don't want to say new, but it was that trending thing. So like they saw that I had that video with the creepy encounter and all that. So they're like, hey, we'd like to use that. So I was like, cool, yeah, go for it. And I got other videos too, which I'm really surprised they didn't do the Matrix one. I'm really surprised. It might have been because there might have been some copyright issues because I used the song Club to Death. So it was pretty cool when I was actually contacted by my son, who's 13, freaked out. He was like, "Oh my God, Chills contacted you." And then of course we all watched it when it came on. Like every time, like Chills would post something, we're like, "Is it?" And then the show finally came on like a week later, and we're like, "Oh my God, there it is!" And we were like waiting every time he was counting down, and then it was like number 6, and then it was me, and I was like, "Oh my God!" So it was pretty cool. I don't know. That was just a little story for you there. Let's see. Shake was, you might like my personality. Dude, we all laugh at your personality. What are you talking about? And look at me. I just look at my personality. I don't care. I don't care. Nobody gives a shit. We're all here together, making fun of each other, having fun. We're the fun part of paranormal. All right, so bullshit, you're down to earth. Let's see, and you're southern like me. Yeah, we're in Bristol, Tennessee. All right, we're in Bristol, Tennessee. Can't hide that accent. Yeah, see, I'm originally from Michigan, so I can't say that I'm a true southerner. Now, I have lived in the South longer than the North, but in any case, you and Shape could discuss virtually any ghost adventure episode. Right? Let me put that up there, Bob. I got to put that up on the screen. Yeah, pretty much. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Yeah. So Terlin says, yeah, she loves what he does. Yeah, exactly. So apparently in the chat, we're all discussing Shape right now. So I guess some of you guys are probably coming over from his channel, I'm assuming, I guess. So, but again, and like I said, guys, if we can get Shape on here, it'd be cool. And what I do like is one of the things, if you go back through my videos, especially you folks that are new to my channel, if you go back to and you look at a lot of my videos, you will see there's a running theme throughout there. One of my pet peeves is dishonesty in this business. Dishonesty kills this business because every time you fake stuff, every time you do these things, it just makes it worse on the legitimate guys that are out there. And so when I capture something, even though it's minuscule, it's big to me. But now these guys that are faking it, they took away because of their shock value. When I get a knock on a wall that's pretty loud, that's exciting for me. Those guys are doing it, they're faking it, or they're like, oh, a knock, that ain't nothing. You got to have a ladder thrown at you. You got to have, things launched at you. You got to have chairs flipping over. You got to have, puffs of air hitting clothes hanging from a whatever. You know what I mean? They up the ante so high that real paranormal looks minuscule and it almost looks boring compared to the fake stuff. So again, this is my big pet peeve. So for me, when I see people like the Shape or what is it, Rick Debunks or whatever, when you got a few of these channels out there that are sticking to their guns and they're trying like hell to debunk these things and expose these channels for what they are. And I don't care about the politics. I think it's great that they expose these channels. They should always keep calling them out. And so I like that. And that's why I respect that. So for me, and what I'd like is that I think that the Shape is slowly becoming the Project Veritas of paranormal, because I think he's starting to get people sending him stuff. He's getting like whistleblowers, you know what I mean? So, uh, so yeah. So if we can keep building up the shape and truly making him that major, because again, we need that in this industry. We need that. So, anyways, Foreman brothers are good. Yeah, I mean, I when I watch the Foreman brothers, I mean, what I like about them is most of their stuff is EVPs and spirit box stuff. It doesn't seem to be a lot of the faking type stuff that you normally see. Where a lot of their stuff is that they use a lot of good editing and they edit together a pretty good story, so to speak. So for them, when you watch the Foreman brothers, which I'd love to have them on the show, but I have reached out, I've messaged them, and there's some people you can message and sometimes they just don't get back with you. Maybe they're busy, but they with the Foreman brothers, what I like about them is the way that they do some good editing with and it's like the three of them. So it's like you always get like, Sean filming Rocky, filming Josh. And I just hit my mic. I hardly ever do that. So it's funny, or you'll get, Rocky filming Sean filming Josh, or Josh filming Rocky film. So it's cool. You got these multiple filmings of each other. And so it's pretty cool. Again, I do like the Foreman brothers. I think they're pretty cool. Out of the different ones. Man, you guys are really chatting. See, I knew there was going to be a day when I wasn't going to be able to keep up with everybody. I do, man. I try to keep up with you guys. I really hate to see you guys have any questions or things that don't go unanswered. But if you guys have any questions that you have for me, this show, we tend to do it anywhere from an hour long to an hour and a half long. Just depends on what you guys are into, if we're still having fun, or if I have to go, because I do have a second job, a second full-time job. Let's see. So you guys are keep talking about things. I love anything paranormal. Yeah, I mean, we're big time in the paranormal, right? Now I don't live my life macabre. Like I don't go around in my daily life wearing, goth kind of clothes and Dracula stuff, and we don't have a hearse, things like that. We're pretty normal here in our home, but again, we've been doing it for a long time. So, absolutely, absolutely, especially those have a lot of people sending something money and getting them to spend more for special content. So obnoxious. Yeah, I mean, and it's like I told you guys, I don't mind growing slowly, organically, because I want if people sub to my channel, I really want them to sub to my channel because they enjoy the content. I'm not in a hurry to have a huge audience. Whether you like me or not, I just keep doing my thing. I don't care. Like I said, I've been doing this long enough. If you want to take advantage of my education and my wife's education and stuff, we'll pass along what we can. And this year, I'm going to be doing more stuff out in the field again. We actually got out last year. I got to go back out and do some urban exploring style kind of stuff. So if you guys want to go back and check out my content later this evening or tomorrow, or now that you guys have found my channel, Foster Mounted Cats. I think I haven't mentioned that name yet. Hi, welcome to the family. And I call you guys family, especially when you guys regularly show up. A lot of you guys regularly start showing up, and I love that. So thank you all so much. Seriously. Thank you all so much. Let's see. Am I missing any questions or anything? I know you guys are all kind of talking about whatnot. What's your thoughts on proving demons? Again, honestly, I don't watch a lot of that. I don't. You're talking about the show, right? Proving Demons. I'm assuming that, not just actually proving demons, or do you want to talk about demonology? But look. All right. So for those of you again that are new to the chat and they're new to me, one is I'm not normally this fat. I did get stung by a bunch of bees recently. So anyways, I've gained some weight. But anyways, the my wife and I, we have done this for off and on for over 25 years, like I said, and really we got into things in the early 2000s. We started getting in, like actually going out and trying to do investigations versus like studying and being involved in other ways. So we started to go out. Well, it just so happens we ended up Ghost Hunters, the show. If you guys are familiar with the original Ghost Hunter show, the Taps with Jason and Grant back then. Well, when that show started taking off and becoming really popular, it started to boom in the paranormal world. Well, because of when it took off, they had an influx of cases. People just started like bombing the show, like, "Hey, come and check out our place. Come and check out our place," or our museum or our antique mall or our lighthouse or whatever. All these things are haunted. So they actually had to start reaching out to the like whoever the main teams were in those areas, and actually sort of, hey, can you go do some preliminary investigations for the show? So we actually was going out and representing the show Taps by showing up and doing preliminary investigations for these people. So it actually received cases from uh, Donna LaCroix. So we'd receive cases, and then we'd go out, say, "Hey, we're from, we're Bumps in the Night Paranormal Investigation Team. We're here for Taps. You guys had submitted your story to Taps. Blah blah blah." So it's pretty cool. We got to go and represent the TV show for a while, and we did that. But my wife and I, we ended up getting away from paranormal for a little bit because she got pregnant, kind of a later in life child. So we just kind of got away from paranormal for safety reasons. She was high risk. And then I don't know, I finally in the last few years wanted to really come back and between writing a book and doing the show, I just wanted to be able to start, being able to kind of give back to the paranormal community with my knowledge and experience, and just try to help other investigators, and just getting back to having fun and talking about paranormal and being involved in those things again. So that's kind of a little bit about us. So again, I appreciate you guys showing up and being a part of the show. Again, every week we're here at 9 p.m. So come back, guys. Really, I mean, so anyways, what else we got? I probably didn't even answer that question about proving demons, did I? Sorry. The TV shows. Well, oh yeah, so that's where I was going with this. You're right. So let me finish real quick. So the TV shows. So again, because of our experience working with the TV shows back then, now I'm just not a big fan of the TV shows. I'm not trying to talk bad against them. In fact, I did have Daryl Marston from the new Ghost Hunters on the show, and I even had Lisa Benedetti from Ghost Nation on here before. Again, I'm not trying to talk bad about the shows. It's just, again, I don't always know what happens in the background. So Darylyn says, "I love when Sean gets scared. He's my favorite." Urban Ghost Hunter says, "I think what really gets me is the people who put blood, sweat, and tears to investigate, and the very small amounts of evidence captured seems to be swept under the rug by fake content." Exactly. And that was my point earlier. It's just it just gets overshadowed because when think about it. If you show up and you watch me walk around a house for an hour and all we get is an EVP like, "Get out," or something, okay, that's kind of exciting and creepy or whatever. But then when you watch somebody else's video and like chairs are flying across the room and they're like, "Oh my God," it's more exciting. It is. It's fake. It's like wrestling, like WWE or whatever. It's fake, but it's like a drama, like a soap opera. It's drama. It's fake, but unfortunately, that's what a lot of people gravitate to. So the reward for these people is that they have 300, 400,000 subs, a million subs, but they're not really presenting the truth. They're not true paranormal secret. And the sad thing is they do capture some paranormal, but it's usually like an EVP or, things like that. Does your wife do the paranormal stuff with you? At times. If you go in my videos and you look at like the Nickerson Sneed House, the first part, there's a part 1 and part 2. We had 2 nights that we did there. The first night, it was me and my wife, and actually our son joined us. He actually decided to join us for that one. And then the second night was by myself. So I try to do some that are like by myself, where I'll just go there and do kind of like that urban explorer style, which is real popular. I like it because it's exciting to have that first person view. So you guys kind of get to walk through the house or walk through the abandoned property or wherever we're at. You guys get to kind of see it from that first person. It's just more, to me, you immerse yourself more when you watch that first person view versus when you watch the old school. Here's a team. There's 3 or 4 of them, and they're doing this. And we were watching through the infrared camera view, and it's black and white, or maybe a shade of green, or shade of pink, or full spectrum camera. And you just kind of watch them reacting to the scary things. To me, it's not always as fun. So, what? My wife just yelled at me. Sometimes she just yells down while I'm talking. So, let's see. Hey, Shape, if you're still here, I can't wait to see what you have to say about rolling with me. Oh, God. Look. Anybody associated in that Florida family, man. I mean, I'm sorry. I'll just say it outright. That Florida family, man, it's almost like cookie cutter, like a cookie cutter thing. It's like they go to this training camp. Somebody there, I don't want to name names, maybe, I don't know, but somebody is teaching these guys, hey, here's what you do. So they go out and they do the same type of formula, and people fall for it, and they get their views. But the sad thing is, like, if one person has 1 million subs or a couple million subs, whoever falls under that, they're going to pick up those subs, and it really is. It's sad, Yeah. So what else we got? I used to watch Urban Ghost, Urban Exploration, Significant Content. Yeah. Franco is okay if you want to watch film quality entertainment, but don't take it further than that. Right. So the thing with, okay, so I'll talk about Franco TV. Here's what broke my heart. And probably even some of you all, even, I don't want to talk for my wife, but I'm going to talk as if, because I kind of know what my wife also went through. But what was heartbreaking about Franco was, like, my wife introduced me to him when he was just sort of coming on the rise. He really wasn't quite blowing up yet, but she said, hey, Josh, this guy right here, you should try to get him on your show. He seems like he's really down to earth, really likable guy. Just seems like a real sweetheart, and, she would show me his videos. And the first impression I got was, wow, this guy's got some editing skills. It's pretty cool. He's got a good eye for B-roll and things like that. I thought that was really cool. I really enjoyed watching what he put together. And he seemed really genuine. It just seemed, again, like she said, a real sweetheart of a guy. And then to sort of find out the other side of things, and it was really heartbreaking. It was really heartbreaking because somebody that was talented like that, it's tough. And his fans were passionate. I mean, God forbid, I'm sure if any of his fans pop on here, they're probably going to hit a dislike on me just for even saying what I'm saying. But I don't feel like I'm not trying to trash the guy. I'm just saying it's really disheartening. It's really heartbreaking to have somebody that's, that talented and that seemed like that nice of a guy to have that fakeness about them. So it's about all. That's all I really want to say on that. So let's see. Oh my God. Hi, Rick, and welcome. Oh, Rick Debunks. Hey, Rick Debunks. So I just saw that. I just saw Rick pop in here too. Shell A. I didn't see your name before, so I try to shout out all you guys. Rick Debunks. Again, I do know about his channel as well. I did reach out to him about coming on my show at some point. So, but in any case, Rick Debunks, guys, if you don't know, he's a lot like The Shape. He has a debunk channel, and he is also somebody that tries to cut through the BS and capture some of these fakers. So again, I respect that type of work very much so. It strikes at the heart of my ongoing message, which is don't be a faker, because it's messing up the industry for everybody else. It totally delegitimizes everything, and you're making a mockery of it. So again, Rick Debunks, welcome. And again, we do the show every Thursday at 9 p.m., guys. So do love that fact. I love the fact that you guys are keeping the trying to keep the industry as honest as possible. So we appreciate that from all of us in the paranormal community. Because look, guys, okay. So let's just talk about debunk channels. So you got Shape and Rick Debunks. Those are a couple of I would say, the bigger debunk channels. They're not the only ones. I think there's some other people that do it as well sometimes. But those are like the two, in my opinion, kind of the bigger ones right now. But here's the point: is that it's not that paranormal investigators have to worry about these guys. They shouldn't worry about them. It's the fake people. It's the people that are doing this that are truly focused on being that paranormal celebrity and bringing that paycheck. That's the people that should fear the debunk channels, because they're the ones that are trying to pass off their stuff as real. And I don't care if you just put a little comment in there saying entertainment, or if you switch your little tag to entertainment. I mean, I have entertainment on my stuff. It doesn't mean anything. If you're not putting a disclaimer in the beginning of this saying, hey, the following information is fictional or based on, true events or something to let us know that what you're doing is not quite honest, you got to put that in there. If not, then you're going to get called out, and it's going to be dishonest. It's horrible. And I would think, like back in the day, you would think if you had a ghost hunter that clearly got caught with like a string and a chair or a string and a ladder or whatever, if you clearly got caught doing something like that, you would think that cancer culture people would have unsubbed and totally said, this guy is not credible, we're out of here. But that's not the case. Many more people stayed, and I guess they just stayed for the shock value, I guess. I don't know. So, what else? If you guys have any other questions, definitely, it makes other channels look boring because they don't fake. True, Rick. It does come back to haunt them. Thanks, Noble. Urban Ghost Hunters, just subscribe. So yes, again, all you guys that have subscribed to me tonight, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys in the chat, and I love all you guys. Your personalities are great. I mean, all you guys that have popped in here and have said some great things. Please come back every week. I mean, we want to build up. My goal was to, over time, build this channel up to where we have a community of active voices, to where we can have guests on here that are pretty authentic. I mean, again, I can't vet everybody. Not everybody that comes on here may be 100% authentic. Who knows? But I'm trying my best to vet people that have on here and bring guests that are going to bring you real advice, real education, knowledge, those type of things. But guys, continue to come back. We need to build this show up on a regular basis so we can get and I'm trying. And if you guys can't tell, I love to actually interact with you guys. That's one of the things I love about this show and it's one of the things I used to have as a tagline was that this is a show you can participate in. So absolutely, I want to make sure that if you guys have questions, comments, things like that, I do try to get to everybody. Let's see. Let me catch up. You guys talking. It's awesome. So Jerry got to go. Sorry to see you go, but yeah, come back and see us for sure. Like I said, guys, every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Okay, come and check us out. We're going to talk more. And next week, I've got a special guest next week, and we're going to be talking about spiritual warfare. I think it's a guest you guys are not going to want to miss. And again, spiritual warfare, it's a huge thing. You want to talk about protecting yourself or learning about, protection from that. Again, spiritual warfare. So, and like I said, we've got some guests coming up. We're going to be talking about near-death experiences coming up soon. That's going to be a topic with a special guest. So I look forward to that. So if you guys like some of these topics, and you guys are always welcome to submit topics. If you go back to my shows and my videos, my live stuff, if you have fun going through my video stuff, trust me, you'll see all kinds of topics. And we try to revisit some of those topics every once in a while because obviously some of you guys are new. Sometimes we renew our information, all those things. But guys, we got some, again, immediately coming up soon, spiritual warfare, near-death experiences, and the Shape said, hey, he's going to come on the show. So now if I can get him to email me, we can actually coordinate it and get it together, and we can get him on the show so we can talk more about debunking and, all that fun stuff. So yes, I'm excited for a lot of topics. And if you guys out there in the chat right now, if you guys know of anybody that would be good to be on the show, reach out to them. Say, hey, man, go check out this show. Or hey, here's this person, go talk to this person, whatever. If you guys know somebody that you want to see on the show, hey, help me out. Reach out to them. Because sometimes you guys, I message people and reach out to people all the time. I've had people from television. Again, I had Daryl Marston from Ghost Nation. I had Lisa DiBenedetti from, I'm sorry. I had Daryl Marston from Ghost Hunters and Lisa DiBenedetti from Ghost Nation. Again, I've had all kinds of people on here. So if you guys know anybody, reach out. Phoenix, what's up? I just saw that person pop in. So yes, if you guys know anybody, you have any guests, you have any connections, hey, reach out to them, shout out to me. Or if you guys are watching, if you want to be on the show, you feel like you're going to be a good guest and you want to represent, by all means, come let me know. Guys, my email has been scrolling across the bottom of the screen. everythingparanormalshow@gmail.com. Reach out to me. Guys, we meet here every Thursday, 9 p.m. to talk about paranormal. We talk about all kinds of stuff. We do a lot of goofy shit. I'm goofy. We do crazy things, so again, now here's the thing. If you guys, if somebody wants to come on this show and you don't want your face on the show, we can put a picture in place. We can do a split screen with a picture and you can do audio. There's that option as well. So if you're not keen on showing your face, but I would like you to come in here and talk if potential. But we're always looking for unique guests. We're always looking for people that's going to be able to offer something, sound. We don't want fakers. We don't want people to come in here and be fakers and, talk about things. Oh, and we got some other people. Like I said, there's just different people in this industry that sort of specialize in different things. Some people are very technical, like Bob Fountain in the chat. Bob, he's very technical driven, like his team and what they do. They take notes, they document, they're by the book, so to speak. If there was like a textbook, Bob would be one of the ones writing it. They're very technical. And then you got some people that are just exploring type, kind of like what I'm doing nowadays. Going in, just exploring, doing a few basic things, filming some stuff. You got your debunkers, you got all kinds of different people, but they all offer something. It's a good time. And we come here and we meet up and we have a good time every week. Again, guys, I know a lot of you probably haven't heard my show or heard of my show because I've only been doing this for about a year and a half, like a year and a half roughly or something. And YouTube algorithms, man, they suck. When you're a small channel, they keep you down, man. So, but I've been doing this a long time, and again, we try to shout out to everybody. So Bob says, how would I know the picture you put instead of my face would not be my butt or be a butt? I'm gonna put a goof because you would probably watch the stream, Bob. But yes, I would put a picture. I'm gonna put a picture of the Crypt Keeper up there. Just for you. You're going to have the Crypt Keeper up there when you come on my show again, Bob. Bob the butt. But yes. So for one more time, for those of you that may have missed it, Underground Magazine. Right there. Underground Magazine. Go check them out. Go to their website. Just type in Paranormal Underground Magazine. Go to their website and contact them. Say, hey, Josh sent you. You are going to get a year for sure free of their magazine. It's going to come to your email in a digital copy, and it's amazing. Fully illustrated. It's a gorgeous magazine. You'll love it. So go get it, especially if you love paranormal. Go get Paranormal Underground Magazine, guys. So, all right, what else? We know by the vertical smile, Bob. Right? That's good. All right. Bob says, gee, can I come? Bob, we're going to get you back on the show for sure. I mean, we definitely got to get Bob back on here. But yes, we're this year, I'm trying to make sure to line up more guests for you guys. Last year, we did pretty good with guests. But we also had, some times where I was doing shows by myself a lot. So I would like to get more guests on here regularly through the year for you guys. Like I said, I've got two booked for sure. The Shape said he would. I put a couple more shout outs to some people. Bob said he would come on the show. So that happened. So yes. So guys, I really appreciate you get join me. We're going to start wrapping up here because I do got to get on the road, folks. I've got to get going. So any last minute questions, make sure you get them in real quick. Again, I've just got a couple minutes here as we wind down. I just want to again say thank you all for showing up tonight. I appreciate the shout out from the Shape and Rick Debunks and things. You guys have been awesome. All you guys that showed up tonight, Urban Ghost Hunter and Noble Victory and Skull Teacher. Oh my God, so many of you guys. MM Phoenix came in here toward the end. Shelley. Oh my God, all of you guys. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. There's been so many of you tonight. I'm just trying to scroll back real quick and look. Jerry 27, who was on earlier, Morales, Iniguez family, Andrew the Star Fam. So no, I missed you. You were earlier, so you're probably already come and gone. So, but anyways, all of you guys that showed up, thank you all so much for showing up. Remember, hit that like and subscribe, guys. Please share this content, help grow this channel. You guys have been awesome. I love having you guys in the chat, and I'd love to see you guys back next week. So again, guys, for all you new people out there, remember, seek the truth. We'll see you in the next episode.